If you want to sell produce, you can today do that through Facebook pages as well.
For us as entrepreneurs and as agribusiness people, the use of the technology becomes much more critical to us.
We have been organizing here 2 events as part of the ICT for Agriculture program of CTA. The first activity that we have been organizing is the training session on Web 2 and social media for agribusiness and marketing. So we put together this activity because we wanted to show participants of the conference, of the forum, that ICT can help them, and Web 2 and social media can help them improve their agricultural communication, marketing, and also can help improve agribusiness communications. Actually, it is what we have done here is part of a 5-day training program that we have been running for about 7 years now. And if we consider all ACP regions, we have been training about 4,000 people. But as the conference is only 3 days, and as most people are not necessarily interested in ICTs, we have designed a 3-hour program just to give a feeling to participants of the potentials of ICTs. So we have trained them on selected tools, for example, Google Drive, for example, Facebook page for institution. For example, we give them also a general understanding of how Web 2 and social media could be useful for them. And finally, we also give them training and exposure to how they can use advanced tools of Google to search for information, how they can use what we call, for example, Google Alert to automatically receive tailored information that they may want for their agricultural activities. So this is what we have been doing for the first part of it. And the second activity in which I'm involved here is what we call social media reporting. So as part of CTA's activity to support youth engagement in agriculture, one of our programs called the ARDIS program has designed social media reporting for young people. So basically, when we have conferences like this, we select a number of young people and we train them before the conference to be able to cover the conference through tools such as blogs, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So for this conference, we've trained 15 young people coming from Barbados, coming from Jamaica, Guyana, St. Lucia, etc. We trained them on the 31st of October and on the 1st of November to have the different tool and capacity, to increase the capacity to be able to report and to cover this event. And then since the 2nd of November, they have been covering the event. So they are publishing blog posts, they are publishing a Twitter post, etc. And I don't know if it is the right time, but I mean, for now, we are very, very impressed by what we have been able to reach. If you can see this picture, it's not maybe big for all of you to take a picture or a video of it, but for now, they have published about 3,000, it's about 2,859 posts through Facebook or Twitter, and they have been able to reach about 400,000 potential users of those tools. And what we call reach, which is the number of times that people have potentially seen the different posts, we have almost 2,500,000 reaches. Okay, so this shows that those young people, they have been really promoting on social media these conferences and complementing the great work that you professional media journalists have been doing. So this is what we have been doing, and that social reporting activity is the 4th time we've been doing it, and it is part of CTA's activity to strengthen youth engagement in agriculture. So basically, what we wanted to show through that training, as Mrs. Gordon has just said, is to show the participants and other people interested that they can use these tools to, first of all, network. Okay, so all the participants who have been at this meeting, if they have national network, national groupings, or even regional groupings or international groupings in which they are active to address all the issues that have been addressed here, from value chain development to climate change. They can use effectively these tools at almost no cost, to discuss, to engage, okay, and also to reach other potential stakeholders that are not within the grouping for marketing purposes, okay. And when we are talking about, for example, value chain development or agribusiness, platforms like Facebook pages are critical today to advertise what you are doing, to advertise even for PR purposes, to advertise your communication. If you want to sell produce, you can today do that through Facebook pages as well. You have to consider that when you see international organizations like Coca-Cola or other having Facebook pages, you should wonder why are they doing that. It is because these tools are today very effective in addressing those issues. And when you have those spaces like Facebook pages, you can not only talk about yourself, but also interact with users, with clients, and engage them. And it is when you do that that you attract new customers, and also that you retain customers. And you know that in marketing, when you retain customers, you are more inclined to make benefit, to make more profit. So this is one of the things that we wanted to show people. And also we wanted to somehow to inform them that this was just a taster. If they are interested, because we have that program, that 5-day program that we have been running since about, as I was saying, since 8 years actually, CTA can, if we have the right partnership, put in place in national countries those kind of programs to train them. And actually, we have been already doing that. We've already done, I think, 3 or 2 training in Trinidad and Tobago to agricultural stakeholders. We also did the same in St. Lucia. And we are willing to do, and actually recently we did that also in Antigua with the Minister of Tourism and Agriculture, who is also in charge of agriculture. So this is also a message that we wanted to share to potential participants of this training. I want now just to not only talk about the Caribbean, say that we are also working with the Pacific. And actually this event is the Caribbean and Pacific Agribusiness Forum. And if I come back to the social reporters that you have been working with, some of them are also coming from the Pacific. We have social reporters, for example, from Fiji, from Papua New Guinea, and also from Vanuatu who are here. And also the Web2 training, we have been doing them as well in the Pacific regions, in different countries. So today it is critical that actually all agricultural stakeholders, they know how to use those tools, because it's no more fancy. We have in many countries of the Caribbean more than 100% of subscription to the mobile phone. And through mobile phone, you can access to internet, you can access to Dropbox, you can access to Facebook, you can access a number of tools, facilities that we have today, and that can help you to communicate free of charge if you pay your internet bill, of course, or if you have a free Wi-Fi like in this conference. So these are some of the things that we are addressing. And maybe last thing, you know, when we talk about youth in agriculture, because social reporting activity for CTA is critical for engaged youth in agriculture. And at CTA, this is a critical issue for us. We have a number of different activities that we do to engage youth in agriculture using ICTs, for example. And we have also some of the youth that have been working with us who have developed mobile solutions or mobile prototypes that are aiming sometimes to address climate change as well. For now, these prototypes are still at their infancy. You know, we still have maybe a long way to go to have them really improved, really supportive to climate change and to find solutions for climate change. But these innovations are more and more existing in Jamaica, in other ACP countries. We have those innovations, and for CTA, what is important is that we support those young innovators so that they have the potential either to work in organizations which can address those issues using ICT, or they develop their own company that can also address or help to address those issues, or they work with the government. So basically this is some of the things that are critical to us, and the reason why we are doing all those various activities that are also addressing youth in agriculture and ICTs.
For us as entrepreneurs and as agribusiness people, the use of the technology becomes much more critical to us. And I believe that the TASER session which I participated in as a small business person was an exceptional activity, 3 hours or less. For us, sometimes we take the tools that are available and we think that the Facebook and the Twitter and so sometimes we use them just for enjoyment. That session on Monday showed us exactly and concretely how we can benefit, how the power of the tools, the Google Drive, and how we can have partners right across the world working on a document simultaneously for effective results. So that is what I took away from that session on Monday, that we can use them, the tools have power, and they can enhance our business operations.